noise, they're blinding for everyone.
Thank you!
You're welcome. Good job, tech guys. Blair, if you would kick it. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Derek is saying something different. Something chest hair. So in case you were wondering if this was a video, live mode everybody. You have it muted, I think, Blair. Well, maybe it. Yeah, we should probably defrag our hard drive. Okay, someone start the poll whether or not the controller works. Alright? Is it lit up? Lights again. Lights again. On the house? Alright, is that coming down? It feels like it's coming down. I can see you, that's a good sign. Maybe that's what's happening. Alright, let's take this one again from the top. Okie dokie. Thank you for your patience, everyone. We appreciate this. We totally tested it. I swear to God. Yeah, but if you're wondering why we're not shipping this year.
I hope you're prepared, First Enchanter. The Inquisitor has brought us a long way through the circle.
Rest assured, dears, I'm never truly out of my element.
Outflexed by the ladies again. Trustwood isn't far. Let's be good neighbors and deal with their outlaw problem.
Now before we start moving, let's take a quick look around. This is Crestwood. This area is bigger than any area that we've ever made. Bigger than all of Dragon Age 2 put together. It would actually take you 15 minutes to run across in a straight line, if that was even possible to serve a mountain in the way. And actually, this is far from the biggest area in Dragon Age Inquisition. Mike, why don't you start walking us through?
Sure, so Crestwood is part of Ferelden. Its Ancient Origins was set in, you're kind of coming home, but it's one that wasn't too heavily touched by the Blight. But more importantly, it's a place we've already been. We're a fair ways into the game here, and at this point, the Inquisition already has a presence in this region. The Inquisitor's troops are here, our men are in place, and in response to that, we've received a counterattack. The enemies are coming, they're trying to take the keep that we hold and that we use to maintain our presence. This is bad news, but the Inquisitor comes to this kind of thing because as Inquisitor, you're an inspiration as much as you are a leader. And being there on the front lines is absolutely important to maintain the morale and to maintain the position that you hold. As we come down to the water, you can see the warboats coming in. We're in the middle of essentially a live event that's occurring, and also a coruscation of green energy. I love the word coruscation. What that is a side effect of that massive hole in the veil we talked about, the tear. These rifts are opening up throughout the world. Demons are pouring out, undead are coming back, magic is going crazy, and each and every one of them represents a real threat to the stability and safety of everyone that's nearby. This one, in particular, is troublesome because it's underwater. It's very hard for us to reach, but long term, the Inquisition would try to find a way to reach it and seal it, if at all possible. But we'll leave that for the main game. We've got a fight coming up because obviously we're under attack, and one thing I want to make very clear, Inquisition does not automatically level its enemies to match yours. Come to it? Yeah. You know what that means. Let's do some fighting. sword swings, which feel extra physical and weighty. Of course, you have direct control over your camera. We want to give you the camera that fits your playstyle. And here, conversation is another version of that.
Your Eminence, the call to defend Crestwood. It wasn't outlaws like we thought. It's Red Templars. They attacked the village to draw us out, and then a larger force assaulted the keep. The old tunnels, Inquisitor. They'll be inside the walls before we can rally.
Now these are my men. They're here, some of them are hurt, and it's up to me to choose what happens next. You remember we said we didn't want to spoil too much of the story. Well, this event seemed like a perfect place to talk about the burden of leadership without giving too much away. And in this case, you see options to stay with the wounded, regroup, and head to the keep. But something I want to call out, you'll notice that additional choice bar, and that is optional. You turn it on and off, but what we want to be sure is that whenever you're making a choice that has a direct action, the head aim, that the paraphrase is absolutely clear. So if you want to make certain, you know exactly what role you'll take. There it is, right there for you. Yep, that's the group.
Get every able soldier on their feet. I want you defending the keep.
Inquisitor, of course.
Leave the wounded and go to the keep. What about Crestwood?
Crestwood needs the Inquisition strong.
Now without consequence, choices relatively meaningless, and we put a big emphasis on consequence. They range from the big to the little. Obviously here, our men are going to go to the keep. That's going to affect our gameplay, but also you heard Varric is upset. And relationships with your companions, how they feel about you, how they feel about the decisions you're making, remain a huge focus for the Dragon Age franchise and for Dragon Age Inquisition.
The Red Templars may spare it.
We sent their home to the keep. Come on, Inquisitor. Let's get over there.
Now, in Dragon Age Inquisition, actions speak louder than words. We can head down there and try to protect Crestwood Village, even though we sent our men to the keep. You make that decision, the world reacts to the decision you make, and then you have to react to the world as it now stands. But we're going to maintain consistency, we're going to keep our going to the keep. In order to avoid any more troops at this point, we're actually going to leave the road.
Now in Inquisition, a big thing we're trying to focus on as well is making sure that we move to an understanding of how you interact with the world. It should go a little deeper than press A to do X. That's fine for doors, it's fine for simple interactions, but sometimes we want to test whether or not you've come prepared, whether or not you can seize an opportunity, whether that's a dark cave, you need a light to go in, or as we see here, these warboats are pulled up, and the Red Templars that control them are our long-term enemies, so we can actually burn them to cut off the retreat and weaken them further. And of course, we put a huge effort into locomotion, making sure that if you're stuck in mud, you sure feel it. Now here, we're using Antivan Fire. It's a potion you keep equipped on your belt. You only have a limited number, but you can use it to burn the boats rather than press A to burn them. And if you had a fireball with your mage, you could achieve the exact same effect. Coming ready is a big part of exploring the world that we're creating. So we make our way through here as well. You'll notice we're in, like I said, in the middle of a live event. You can see the time ticking down. This keep strength is falling. This gives us a definite imperative. And something I want to make absolutely clear. We could pull a red cliff. We could turn around, head on out, and literally everything would fall. We are really the tipping point as these characters, but it is a valid gameplay option, but not without consequence, as we'll see later. Here, you will notice a cave.